Runway incursions continue to make the news as another incident has taken place, this time at Mexico City International Airport. Labelled as a quote-unquote operational error, it appears that a Viva Aerobus A321 was mistakenly cleared to cross a runway in advance of an Aeromexico Boeing 737 beginning its takeoff roll. Spotting the conflict in time, ATC called on the Aeromexico flight to reject takeoff. Back on May 10th, an Aeromexico Boeing 737 MAX 8 was set to perform flight AM117 from Mexico City to Ciudad Juarez. Around the same time, a Viva Aerobus Airbus A321-200 had touched down after a flight from Nuevo Laredo and was presumably taxiing towards the terminal. According to reporting by the Aviation Herald, the Viva Aerobus A321 had landed on runway 23 left, vacated the runway via taxiway B4, and was holding short of runway 23 right for several minutes. It's reported that ATC was issuing a series of instructions to various aircraft when the tower controller misspoke a call sign, which seemingly cleared the Viva Aerobus A321 to cross the runway. Complying with the erroneous clearance, the crew of the A321 commenced crossing the runway. Shortly after, the Aeromexico 737 was cleared for takeoff. Hearing this on the radio, the crew of the A321 attempted to transmit a warning about their runway crossing over the radio. However, the transmission was partially blocked and not received. Thankfully, ATC became aware of the A321 on the runway and instructed the Aeromexico jet to abort takeoff. The crew of the 737 MAX 8 safely and successfully rejected their takeoff from the runway after reaching a speed of 80 knots over ground. At the time, ATC had not realized their error and was under the impression that the Viva Aerobus jet had crossed the runway without clearance. After rejecting takeoff, the Aeromexico 737 operating flight AM117 returned to the apron. The aircraft, less than a year old, underwent a check and subsequently departed Mexico City at 1941, some 4 hours after the rejected takeoff took place. The aircraft, originally scheduled to arrive at Ciudad Juarez at 1802, ultimately arrived at 21:54. While the Aeromexico 737 was well below its V1 speed, its rejected takeoff speed of 80 knots, nearly 150 kilometers an hour or 90 miles per hour, would still see a tremendous amount of kinetic energy being absorbed by the aircraft's brakes. As a result, the aircraft's brakes would be fairly hot. As noted by the website Pilot Institute, the hotter brakes are, the less efficient they are. If you need to stop again, you'll find that the brakes will be far less efficient immediately following a high-speed stop. Allow sufficient time for brake cooling if you've been heavy on the brakes. What do you think of this incident? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.